Hi there, my name is Ellie, and I'm going to go over my senior thesis project in collaboration with Coral Gardeners. So first I'm going to go over a brief explanation of what Coral Gardeners is, the problem, concept, research, competition, deliverables, testing, and then my final deliverable, the marketing plan. So Coral Gardeners is a coral reef restoration and conservation program that seeks to raise awareness about the deteriorating reefs around the world through conferences, school lectures, and social media. Beyond spreading awareness, they take damaged coral, nurture it back to life in nurseries, then replant it back into the ocean. So the problem is that nonprofit companies not only need to spread awareness of a problem, but they need to raise massive amounts of money to truly make a difference. So specifically with Coral Gardeners, they could be working on a much larger scale. And so often nonprofits do not have the time or money to create large marketing plans that could be executed on global scales. So for my senior thesis project, I'm going to work to spread awareness for Coral Gardeners and all the amazing things they're doing for our oceans. Beyond the Coral Gardeners' direct work to restore coral reefs, they educate about the importance of reefs to our oceans, the impacts of climate change, the ways that reefs protect our coastlines, the economic impact of coral reefs, and so much more. My project will revolve around spreading this awareness in Oxford, and then the marketing plan is what will go beyond that. So for my research, I really focused in on climate change, coastal protection, and the economic impact of coral reefs. Coral reefs absorb CO2 and transform it into oxygen, and they regulate air and water temperature. They also protect, coral reefs protect from big waves, storms, and erosion, and they are capable of absorbing 97% of energy from waves. Lastly, the economic impact. Coral reefs are a part of a $10 trillion industry, and within this industry, we have food resources, tourism, coastal protection, climate change mitigation, and more. So competition among nonprofits is a result of companies all battling for the same people's money to help serve their cause. So really, it's competition for attention, and that's where marketing and brand awareness is super important. And utilizing social media, crowdfunding campaigns, influencers, and creating merchandise are some of the ways that Coral Gardeners has come out on top of their competition, as I have listed on the right side column. So for this marketing plan, we're going to be working on some deliverables. I'll be making t-shirts and info cards along with the final marketing plan. So here's some examples of the info cards. So on the left, you see just a super basic Coral Gardeners info card that says what the company is. And then in the middle, it's more of an infographic. And on the right, it's like a fun fact card that is similar to the one shown in the previous slide. And so for our t-shirts, I really for sure want to go with a loose, relaxed fit linen tee as pictured on the left. And then on the right, I created a mock-up of what the shirts will look like. That wave that is on the left breast side would be stitched or embroidered. And the apparel industry is very damaging to the environment, so the linen tees will be sourced from an environmentally friendly distributor. It's super important to keep the Coral Gardeners mission present in all aspects of this project. Now I'm going to move on to the testing that I've done. So as mentioned before, I'll develop different handouts and produce merchandise and really do some testing to see how much demand there is, and we'll test the traction of the handouts with personal interviews. And then I also created social media posts, and I tested on my own Instagram story, and the views got some pretty good traction. So that was proven to be an effective way to spread awareness. In terms of the interviews, I wanted to ask some super basic questions and hopefully have the interviewees elaborate. So I asked things like, how much would you pay for a Coral Gardeners shirt? Would you pay more for a shirt if it was in collaboration with a well-known fashion retailer such as Revolve or Zara? Would you be more inclined to donate to a cause if you got something in return, such as a t-shirt? As a college student, would you donate your own money to a cause? Which info cards do you think would be most effective? And just a few more questions similar to those. So I know this is a lot of information here, but this is the results from my personal interviews. I interviewed 2 juniors and a senior, 2 girls and a boy. Overall, they thought that the t-shirts would be successful, but more so just for women. It seemed like targeting women would be more effective, and it sounded like people would pay pretty much $45 max, even if it was in collaboration with another company. And then Avery mentioned that she loved all the info cards and thought that putting one of each info card in with the t-shirts would be best, just to give the most information at one time is most effective. And people thought that collaborating with Revolve or Zara would be a great way to spread awareness and also have strong credibility. After the personal interviews, I did a focus group with 3 females. I thought that would be most beneficial after hearing that the t-shirts would be best targeted just towards women, and the main demographic for companies such as Revolve or Zara is women. So I wanted to focus in on that, and I got some really great information here. People were more inclined to donate to a cause if it was, for example, rounding up when you're already purchasing something. So a direct quote that I got was, "I'm more likely to donate to a cause if I'm already purchasing something. Like if I'm buying a shirt and the company was to ask if I wanted to donate $5 to a cause, I will usually do that." So I thought that was really smart to, if we are collaborating with Revolve, to have, even if they're not purchasing a Coral Gardeners collaboration t-shirt, that they still can donate. And then Revolve influencers, continuing on that collaboration, they should post the info cards on their social media stories with swipe up links to donate. And then another quote, "If donating is as easy as swipe up links on Instagram, I am way more likely to do it." So I thought that was really good information and definitely new information for my project. So here's the marketing plan outline that I have created. I took all of the information from the testing and made these 10 sections that describe the full marketing plan. So I'm going to focus on the distribution plan, partnerships, and the retention strategies. But feel free to pause the video if you'd like to go read more in depth. But I'm going to read here the distribution plan. Donations will come from the profits made from t-shirt sales. We will also be working with our partner companies to offer a roundup option when purchasing other items. For example, if someone buys a pair of jeans from our partner company and their total is $75.45, that customer will be given the opportunity to round up to the next whole dollar or donate a flat dollar amount. We believe this will be a successful way for customers to donate because their credit card info will already be entered to purchase the jeans or other items being purchased. Lastly, we will utilize swipe up links to donate on Instagram. Our influencers will post these links to make donating simple and convenient for our target market. So that brings me down to the partnerships with who will be posting and who our influencers will be. So we'll be partnering with Revolve. They have a very large customer base already, and being that they are an online retailer, they also have over 100 social media influencers. So those will be the influencers that will be posting about Coral Gardeners and spreading that awareness. And then in terms of the retention strategy, we will continue to send Coral Gardener info cards with purchases from Revolve. We will also continue to work with our influencers and make sure they continue to post about Coral Gardeners. So thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to hearing your feedback. Thanks.